Let's start this week off with a miracle. The miracle of Jesus turning water into wine. This is a story that a lot of us are really familiar with, and it's one of Jesus' most famous miracles. And in this miracle, the servants asked the groom, who had no idea about the water being changed into wine, why he set out the fine wine last and not first. Well, since the groom had no idea what was going on, that's when the miracle is revealed. And through this, as it says in John, Jesus did this, the first of his signs in Cana of Galilee. He received his glory and his disciples believed in him. So it took a miracle for people to really believe that Jesus was who he says he was. But here's the lesson in all of this. Jesus does miracles from turning water into wine to healing the sick and to giving us peace in our hearts. Whatever miracle you need, pray about it to Jesus. He'll make it happen. Are you struggling? Are you swimming in that ocean by yourself and feel like you're going to drown? Do not think about that. You are not alone. In Psalm 62, verses 1 through 2, we are told, I am at rest in God alone. My salvation comes from him. He alone is my rock and my salvation, my stronghold. I shall never be shaken. So no matter what situation we're in, God is your rock. God is your sense of peace, and God is your sense of calm and clarity. And God will not let you go. Even if you think you are falling to rock bottom, God is going to reach his hand out and pull you up out of whatever you are falling into. You will not be forsaken or forgotten. Remember, God loves you. One of the biggest and most amazing wonders about God is the fact that he knows everything, past, present, and future. One of the most famous verses that people know is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you. This is the Lord's declaration. Plans for your well-being, not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. God has plans for each and every one of us. He instills gifts in us that each and every one of us can use to succeed. Even if you've gone off the path for a very long time, God will help you get on the path to discover the gifts that he's blessed you with and to give you the answers to your life's questions of what you're supposed to be doing. These plans that God has for you are amazing and are going to give you the life that you always desired. How wonderful is that? One of the best ways to show God that we love him is also one of the best ways to show your self-respect, and that is through your behavior. Today's verse in 3 John 11 looks at that intimately. Dear friend, do not imitate what is evil, but what is good. The one who does good is of God. The one who does evil has not seen God. So what this verse is telling us is that when we behave as though we have seen God and know God intimately, which we do when we spend time with him in prayer and through reading his word, our behavior will reflect that. So do you love yourself? And if so, are you showing it? And are you showing God that you love him by how you conduct yourself? Jesus told us that he would be back, but there's an undetermined time as to when he is returning. He told us about this in Matthew 24:44. This is why you are also to be ready, because the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect. So what we need to consider is, if Jesus was to come back at this exact moment, would our behavior at this time be something that we would want him to see? Would our actions towards others and our respect towards others be something that Jesus would approve upon? These are the things that we need to think about when we treat others and even ourselves with respect or not respect. Jesus taught us to love, and that is the most important thing of all. If we follow Jesus' teachings, then we'll be on the right path when he comes back. Today's message comes to us from Psalms 98:1. Sing a new song to the Lord, for he has performed wonders. His right hand and holy arm have won him victory. And this verse speaks volumes, because no matter what humanity tries to do to take down God's good works and God's actions to make us safe and happy and whole through him, God will always win. Evil will never triumph. Humanity will never triumph. God will always win. And that is an inspiring statement for all time. When you feel that you cannot go on, that you have reached your limit. Remember this verse from Philippians 14:13. I am able to do all things through him who strengthens me. Jesus will give you strength. Call out to him. It doesn't have to be a complicated prayer. It doesn't even have to be more than one word. You can just call his name and he will give you the strength to get through and get over anything that you are struggling with or against. Jesus is here for you and he loves you. Know that, believe it, and call on him when you need him. This might be one of the most important questions that someone asks you this week. How can I pray for you? I truly believe in the power of prayer, and praying for other people in addition to ourselves strengthens our prayer life and our relationship with God. So, how can I pray for you this week? If you don't want to tell me exactly what it is, or you want to remain completely anonymous, just post, pray for me. That's all I need. I will pray for you as my fellow person. I will pray for you as someone who has a need, and God already knows what that need is. So, how can I pray for you this week?